Shut up about the firewood! This guy!
Help! Someone, please!
What?
Oh God! Oh no, small child! Quick rescue! Cast rescue, Alphino!
No. Don't. I don't want to die.
Wait, is that another child?
Forward! Let not a single fiend escape!
Euless! Dude, I wondered when Euless would come back. I knew they weren't done with him.
Wait, that's... Euless and the army.
Let's go!
So, you've recovered then? In time enough to be of aid. For once.
Let's go, Euless!
We can speak of it more later. For now, we must fight!
Hell yeah. The
To
boy!
repay your salvation in kind, or with better! For Garlemald has her pride!
Well, they're certainly not giving in to despair.
Of that I've no doubt.
The remnants of the Garlean army are out of their funk, finally. I think being cleansed of tempering might do that to you.
Good gods. Of all possible saviors, the Imperial Army. Oh!
There's my boy.
I had hoped to take all of them down at once.
Did she limit break again?
Think a withdrawal might be in order?
My boy!
Oh, sod that. You know who would never abandon these people to their fate. To be devoured by their former friends. That'd be beyond cruel. These beasts must fall here and now.
Hell yeah.
Well then, I'd say it's high time we threw caution to the winds.
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices.
I love that she keeps nailing that
Now,
home like I keep
let's go.
nailing that home. No heroic sacrifices or I'll kill you myself.
Get out of here! Quickly!
Paladin Groundhog.
I won't lose them! Not a one! This will be a brighter future! I won't let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve!
Let's go! And then Alfie walks up. Alize, are you all right?
Get it together,
I can
Alize.
look after myself.
You're embarrassing yourself. And in front of father, no less. You might never measure up to our champion. But we ask too much of him as it is. You mustn't let our sword in the darkness fight alone.
Let me just lala waddle my way over. I'm coming. I'm a coming, gamers. I'm a coming to help. The little waddle. I'm back. Okay, I gotta sass her. I've got to sass her. This is precisely why you should never skip your squat regimen.
I can look after myself, you know.
It's the trailer line! She said to us, not Alfie. Also, I noticed the Graha took the position of the Warrior Light.
I trust.
I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
She said the thing again! She said the thing! She said the thing! Is he gonna trip? They always trip. And then they start going all smoky. Trip in 3, 2, 2. Huh? I was about to say that's a Reaper attack. Xenos, babe. Listen. It's not a good time.
Xenos. Here.
It's not a good time. Other than the Zonde thing, I had something else to say about Xenos. I think Xenos and the Matea want the same thing. Sort of. So I would not be shocked if they, like, team up. In a way.
You'll be alright. Hurry to the airship.
Xenos noble sacrifice? But you can fix him. Yeah, I sure can.
Why have you come?
Why are you playing Whirlit? They hate me.
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the slaying.
What if we team up with Xenos to defeat the Matea? What if? Could you imagine? That'd be nice.
Poor sport, alas. Unfit to temper my blade.
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
In fact, he is.
That is and has ever been my sole concern.
Mm-hmm.
You, on the other hand, are fixated on a different quarry.
Correct. Do
Your
you know?
passion pales before mine. Yet neither hate nor despair seem sufficient to recapture your misdirected bloodlust.
Again, not ready to fight.
So I hone my blade, and I wait.
He a respectful king, dude. He a respectful king. He knows we have a headache.
That's all you care about.
We have a headache, we're not in the mood. We have an early meeting, and he's being respectful. Waiting for consent, exactly. I don't know why you guys hate on Xeno so much. Even though he, like, did a lot of horrible things.
Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland, the nation you rule, is as good as gone. Along with so many of its people. Not just soldiers like us. Not only those who fought and killed for power and duty. Innocent civilians.
Just a bit of genocide to his own people.
Murdered by their own flesh and blood. Lost and confused as they breathed their last. While we who survived with our lives and minds intact were left to freeze to death. The Eorzeans tell me all this was your doing. You slaughtered your countrymen. You did! For what?
For nothing in the end. So much wasted effort.
You bastard!
For your own sake, Eulus, you must control your anger. It will serve no one should it consume you and see you transformed.
Would you be happier had I a good reason?
Would it be justifiable then?
What?
If my motives met with your approval, would you no longer resent the outcome? If so, then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better. Duty, honor, morality. All constructs of convenience.
Not fixable. Not fixable.
Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes the tool of the self-righteous. How the people's justice was merely a means to their end? Yet you would ask me why.
I will always defend this, and part of why I enjoy Xenos is he is ridiculously intelligent. He is very smart, very crazy, very sociopathic, but very smart.
Ask any creature of this star and those above for answers, and they will tell you what suits their fancy. And they would be right to do so. What meaning there is to be found in the petty vicissitudes of your existence must be gleaned by you, and you alone. Should you seek it in battle in the fruitless pursuit of my demise, then come. Assume your rightful place as a notch on my blade.
Jesus Christ. Euless. Euless. There you go.
You are a blight on the Garlean race, and there would be no more satisfying way to expunge it than by beating you to death. But I will not be party to another tragedy. I refuse to lose anyone else because of you. So go. Go! And may we never suffer your madness again!
Xenos! Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength.
Do you know who else was consumed by madness? Zonde. I'm gonna beat this horse like to death,
if you
dude.
only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed to the plight of others, then no one will give you the time of day.
It is hedonistic, isn't it?
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly. You'll be alone for an eternity, and you'll deserve every agonizing second of it.
Ooh. He got slightly mad for a second there. Just slightly. Alize won that duel 100%. Stole the LV3 again? Dude. He like narrowed his brow ever so slightly. She got to him 100%, she did. Dragged by a teenager.
We're ready to depart. The refugee ships will be leaving shortly, but I've asked mine to remain for the time being. There's room enough for you to join me on it, if you wish.
I do, actually. I want more for you, Fortuno, because despite your actions...
Do contain your surprise. I needn't agree with the Scion's methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
Okay. Despite your actions, it has all been for the good, and it has been for your kids. So despite my earlier anger, I want better for you. I would like for you to noble sacrifice, but
might I ask why you are delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
I must visit Garlemald ere we return to Sharlayan. Having caused such an uproar, 'tis only meet that I explain myself to the Ilzabard contingent.
This is better, but please die. Still a terrible father. Is he, though, hidden?
Allow us to accompany you then. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned.
He is and he isn't. He is because he disowned his kids, but he disowned his kids because he thought his route was the only way to save his kids. So he is and he isn't. He emotionally neglected his children for most of their lives because of this grand duty to save his kids' lives. He is and he isn't. It's almost like most writing in this game, he's a shade of gray. Interesting. Interesting, huh? Still a better death than mine. Yeah, he's still around, all right? I disagree completely. He's a bad father. I would have agreed with you had the kids not had the revelation in Sharlayan. I would have agreed with you. And I did agree with you. The minute he disowned his kids, I lost it. But his motives are for the right reasons. His actions are, like, unforgivable, but he's doing it for the right reasons. Imagine birthing, thank you, Dusty. Imagine birthing 2 children into a world only to find out that world is about to end. Would you not completely forego everything to try and make sure those children had a future? If he's judged by how his kids turned out, he's a great father. That's true. The disowning was unforgivable, and I'm still pissed off about it. However, oh, you disagree that he's bad. You're on Team Forshi. I see you. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Damn, you didn't.
If you would like to join as well, Euless, we can speak of recent events on the way.
Do you know what I'm freaking out about? You guys know all the questions that I have, right? Or the major questions I have. It is level 88 MSQ. How are they going to answer my myriad of questions before the MSQ is done 6.0? I think there are going to be some loose threads. I don't think there's any way that they can tie off everything that I'm wondering about in time. They're running out of time. Unless the end cutscene is like 6 hours long.
He'll be after your seat on the forum next.
God, I love Estinian. I love Estinian and Alfie's relationship. Oh! God, he's so cute.
Hear something just now?
Why is he so cute? Oh. What? What are you doing off the moon, little bean? Pudding way! Pudding way, what are you doing here?
Where is this star's blasted pudding?
What are the Loprits doing down here? Did you guys come through the portal? Or teleporter?
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
And pudding.
And to this bitter clime bring warmth and comfort.
Hi, Urianger. Baby girl!
'Tis heartening to see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
God, I love him. Urianger, you'll catch your death of cold. No, he's fine. A hoe never gets cold.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Refer to my previous statement. A hoe never gets cold.
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
The fucking shaking. Here's our moment of levity after the, I don't even know what to call that, the walk? Whatever Vanal was doing. This is our moment of levity.
Then allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot are up there. Nor has anyone deigned to send word about any changes in the plan.
Oh yeah, huh? Whoopsies. We've been a little busy.
It's rude, is what it is.
Sorry.
At least that's what I thought at first, but then folks got to wondering if you weren't in a spot of bother, so we decided to take matters into our own hands. Come down here and help, if our help be needed.
Well,
So she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit Aetheris. Urianger made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still.
Mapping Way has the cutest voice. Doom. Mapping Way has the cutest voice, dude. Oh, my heart.
And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
No, it's Doom.
Marvelous, they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. I must suffer Urianger's inferior works no more. Hey! Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom?
Pudding Way in the background, dude.
'Twas with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loperids made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable.
Damn.
'Tis trite, perhaps, but I followed my heart.
Gay. Good to haveth you back. May thy disciples banish this dark now. Good to haveth you back.
For a time, at least. Nevertheless, 'twas worth the journey to find present company well. Wilt thou attend us at the forum and lend thine own wisdom?
Of course.
If that's all quite settled, can we start moving before Urianger catches his death?
Yes.
Even I'm freezing out here.
Yeah, you got thighs out here right now.
Oh, I dare say you'll warm up quickly once you're aboard the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
Someone get Pudding Way some pudding, please.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence. The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, at their request, on the Great Exodus.
Okay.
You may enter.
Hi, Fred.
On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glaciers. We shall not soon forget your service to us, and the people of Radzat-Han. The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well. As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Then let us begin.
First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
My big issue with the ship is we know there's no life on any other star, right? So where are we going to run to? No matter where we run to, the Matea will follow us. I want to know what Heidelin's thought process was there. Or Vana's thought process. Unless the ship isn't meant to evacuate us at all, and is instead meant to bring us to the Matea? Like, I don't get it.
You are. It is for this purpose that Charlian has labored these many long years. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
What if the Scions were to solve your problem?
We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency, on 2 conditions. If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Heidelin. The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
Oh god, Alfie's about to say it. There's no way they're going to agree to it, though.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Oh god. Dad, we need to commandeer your spaceship.
Delightful as always, Master Alfino.
I love Monteshane.
Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself.
I love Forum Grandpa, dude.
Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration.
Fresh set eyes.
I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote. All in favor of agreeing to the Scion's terms?
I know I don't get a vote, but I'm still voting. Hey, that's a lot of hands. Oh, is it a lot of hands, though? I feel like it's a lot of hands. Ooh, really?
71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it.
72, actually. You didn't count me. Rude.
Fortuneau, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
Get his ass. Play nice. Play nice.
Very well.
I call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
Coco is one of those past Final Fantasy references that I never see anyone recognize.
Could swap them out. No, been there, done that.
His voice is fire.
Near lost my eyebrows. Think, Coco, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Yes, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah! I mean, Master Force, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
The schedule remains unchanged. For better or worse.
Bro, his little mullet? His little mullet? Are you kidding me? I have done coils, yes I have. The thing about needing to recognize past Final Fantasy references, Metatron, this is my first Final Fantasy. This is my first Final Fantasy game, so I can't recognize anything. I'm sorry.
Which is why the Forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the Etherburner conundrum.
Oh, you just mean in general. Okay, good. I was like, come on. Could have fooled me.
Not seen you lot down here before.
There are Archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
Excuse you? The fuck?
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the Etherburner.
Dude, his little mustache, his little mullet, his deep-ass grumbly voice. What a perfect little Lala this is.
Aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace. As the name ought to tell you, the ether burner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding.
Ether. Ether. It burns ether.
According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient.
This is about 6%. You're welcome.
A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have built it that way in the first place?
I did say a measly 6%. Not in those words exactly, but that's basically what I said.
Hast thou consulted with the Loperids?
Of course.
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You're trying to drive me mad!
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
Aye, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some ends like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through!
Huh.
Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though.
I mean, he's got the Allegan eye.
We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the Northern Empty during the calamity.
So we just need to find more chunks of Dalamud. Do you know where there's a lot of chunks of Dalamud? In the... I almost called them the Echoes. What the hell are they called? The Coils. There's a lot of chunks of Dalamud in the Coils.
With more? Well, that extra 6% efficiency will be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
The Coils.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Ether.
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with.
Ether.
Drive cores from Ragnarok class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need.
Drive cores.
According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up.
Coils, though. All cleaned out for you. Ether.
It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option.
Dude, I can... shut up. I can literally warp there, grab the Watsits, and bring them back. Boom, done. Why are you
Rather,
making this so dramatic?
If we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously.
Okay.
Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Let Alphino cook. All right, fine. We'll let him cook.
Of course. The floor is yours.
All right, let him cook. Fwong, fwong, fwong.
What's
Warrior of errands.
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavensward.
Shut up about the firewood! This guy! And he said heavensward in the same sentence. Oh my god, Alphino. You got firewood one time. Okay, well now he's gotten it like 3 times. Shut up about the goddamn firewood. Oh my god. It would. He gets it from his father.
This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
We have to get firewood. Oh my god. It is a good analogy if he wasn't talking about firewood for...
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
If he wasn't talking about his firewood gathering skills for like a millennia, an eon. Need an emote of Alfie hugging a bunch of firewood? 100% I do. Are you kidding? Oh.
My sisters are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-foot expedition myself.
Magical artifacts of Allagan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil, but our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
I think you say. Oh, you got friends in far places, lad. Any road, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn tribal. Find a source like that with the ether burner.
Ether burner?
3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I love him.
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship.
Thank you all, and do be careful.
Just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way.
Am I crazy? Is it the
Now
lighting
let
or
us
is it the
consider our
outfit?
next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
It could be lighting, it could be outfit. Doesn't Alfie look older? Ever so slightly? Dude, that Lala is perfect. I think it's the lighting? Okay. Or, Frid, I think you're onto something there. You're processing that he's all grown up. I think that's very likely.
Lively, isn't it? The town is abuzz. Everyone eager to meet with our friends from the moon.
Twould behoove you to consult with Sleeping Way. As our moon's pilot, his advice should be most pertinent.
Sleeping Way.
I'm impressed. Truth be told, I struggle to tell one from another. No offense intended, of course.
None taken. After you and your friends left Mare Elementorum, we spent no small amount of time with your Urianger. Oh, the conversations we had. He told us all about Atheris, answered our every question, no matter how trifling or trivial.
Damn, patience of a saint.
Look! Every page filled to the margins with knowledge.
Same book? It's not the same book. It's not the same book at all.
When I first arrived, I was struck by how little I knew. It was daunting. But then I realized that were it not for Urianger and his teachings, we'd still be stuck on the moon, gazing at your world and wondering what we've been missing.
What would they think if they could see Urianger now? I dare say they'd be more than a bit surprised. And impressed, no doubt.
Having that much patience for that many questions, I could not handle that.
Master Louisoix, Minfilia, Papalimo, and not to forget...
Moenbryda.
Oh there. Heard there was a visiting expert who we might bother with a few questions. I take it you'd be the one.
Yes, I am.
Uh-oh.
Wilson and Bloewyda, Sharlayan's foremost researchers in the field of teleportation magic, and Moenbryda's parents.
Oh my god!
It hath been some time. 'Tis good to see you in good health.
I don't think Urianger sent message like he wanted to. He didn't send word.
Likewise, old friend. Bloewyda and I were most honored to answer the call. Never expected this reunion, though, did we, dear?
I'll say, the nerve.
Oh, he did.
Sending that letter, then running off to the gods know where. Do you have any idea how worried we were?
I'm sorry. 'Twas remiss of me not to deliver the news in person. No, more than that. 'Twas I who...
Our daughter was disillusioned after Master Louisoix left her behind. The day the Scions called upon her was the happiest I'd seen her in years.
I did not expect that. I thought he was gonna get an earful. I mean, he kind of still did, but... Ah. The first time... Dude, can I just quickly say, the first time we meet Moenbryda, he immediately hugs... Or he... She immediately hugs Urianger. First time we meet Moenbryda's mom, she immediately hugs Urianger.
She made her every choice of her own free will. No one could have ever forced her to do otherwise. Don't blame yourself for her death. Celebrate her life. You know that's what she'd want.
If there is one thing we resent you for, it was that we could not be there to mourn her with you. Reading the words you penned in that shaky hand, we must have cried as much for you as we did for her.
I'm sorry. I truly, truly am. I knew not what to say. Knew not how to express my feelings. The poems and platitudes of wiser men, musings on sadness and loss, studied and memorized, and meaningless in the moment.
He's even shaking right now.
Silly boy. We are all powerless before such grief. Even now, try as I might, the words escape me. But in our hearts, we know. We always know.
I remember when you were young, how the lads teased you for choosing the company of books over others.
Oh my god, dude. What a beautiful scene.
Our moon didn't take kindly to that. Be nice to Urianger, she'd shout, and give them a walloping. No matter how many times we scolded her.
So we offered a suggestion. Rather than starting fights, why don't you be the bridge between Urianger and the others? She had to mull it over for a while, arms crossed, brow furrowed in intense thought. But from that day on, she never let you be alone. She'd drag you outside to play, pepper you with endless questions, read the same books you read, all to try and understand you that much better. I'm sure it was annoying and exhausting at the time, but she only ever had the best of intentions.
And look at you now, at the center of the crowd. The reason there even is a crowd, having brought these people together. You've no idea how proud we are.
To see the boy, our daughter, trusted and believed in more than anyone, grow into the man she always knew he could be.
Oh my god. Dude, we're getting closure. We're getting closure so far after it. It's like so many expansions later. Oh my gosh. So about that, I don't know if they'll ever animate a normal hug you said way back in 5.3. I cried so much too. Holy crap. I made the joke like a few months ago or a few weeks ago where I was like, Urianger exists to make us feel bad about Moenbryda. And it's like, finally getting the closure for him is so awesome. Well, like us too, obviously, but I'm more sobbing that Urianger gets it. I'm sobbing harder because Urianger is getting his closure. Trash weave game. This scene with Seto and the scene with Seto and this scene broke me into ugly crying. I'm having trouble continuing, and it's not because like I'm not even really sad. I'm just so goddamn happy. I'm just so goddamn happy for closure. Whew. To see the boy our daughter trusted and believed in more than anyone grow into the man she always knew he could be.
I can see her in you too. Feel her. She walks with you wheresoever you go. So thank you, Urianger, for being who you are.
Don't.
I think I can feel her too. The truth of her life. Not sorrow, but hope and love.
I thought I was okay to continue.
This Moenbryda, she was important to him, wasn't she?
It's an understatement.
You could ask the man himself.
Oh, no. But watching this exchange reminds me how much I've yet to learn about your world. And its people.
You can live here your entire life and hardly learn a thing. And that's why it's too soon for this to end.
Tara, do I remember you saying you did coils? Yes, Luena, I sure did. Loved them. Genuinely, I want to go back and do the coils, not all of them.
Where might this delivery be?
Hold on, I'll finish that thought later.
Oh.
Oh. That seems like a lot of refined adamantite.
I'm sure it's very important, but we cannot accept these without the proper permits.
Oh my god.
By the 12! Surely, these can't all be.
Yay! The Skoy Pirates!
Bleeding hellfire! They're bringing them by sea and by air. All these folks in these crates.
And more on the way. Got your adamantite right here. A bigger haul than any of these sorry bastards brought, and that's no lie.
Sigurd, it's not a competition.
Yes, because you were charged with seeing the shipments from Gridania and Uldar here, along with your own. Give credit where credit is due.
Get him, old boy. Drag him.
Sounds like the sorry whinging of a sore loser. And a hypocrite to boot. Ain't no way a scrawny whelp like you took a dozen steps inside a Dalaman shard.
I'll have you know, I went all the way to the entrance. Furthermore, 'twas my contacts that enabled us to enlist the cooperation of the Sky Pirates.
He went to the entrance, all right? They're so gay together.
Left you outside so you wouldn't get anyone killed, did they? Well then, credit where credit's due. You did a right fine job sitting on your ass.
They're so gonna kiss later.
Take that back.
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
My, what a grand welcome party.
Foot penis.
Hancock and Saraban.
That's Genbu to you.
We come bearing relics both sacred and Allagan, as well as a few other gifts that may be of help, to be presented with best wishes from the Eastern Alliance.
I myself have come with a sacred relic of Rayson Temple. 'Twas passing fortunate that Senri's dango craving brought us to Kugane. We arrived precisely as Hancock was making his arrangements.
I'm sorry, Kugane?
Upon learning of your need, we made haste back to Hell's Lid, with our dango, never fear,
They
and
got their
consulted
dango.
with the
Relief.
other auspices. All consented to the lending of Tenzin's legendary Phoenix Blade for this noble cause.
Wow.
Suzaku and Seiryu were nevertheless worried that it might be lost in transit, however, and insisted upon accompanying me to Onokoro. where I had intended to entrust it to our Confederate allies.
The Phoenix Blade, yeah.
I thought instead to give it over to Hancock when we chanced to cross paths yet again. But alas, Seiryu remained ill at ease, and ordered me see the blade into your hands personally, or die trying.
We did, of course, need quite the impressive vessel to get it all here in time. Fortunately, our majestic associates have been more than helpful. 'Tis an honor to join the Warrior of Light on another adventure, they tell me.
That is all wonderful to hear, but what of the extraordinary cost? I shudder to think of the ransom we must pay for such a bounty.
Fret not for your coin purse, young Alphino. Lord Lolorito looks ever towards the profits of the future, and thus the East Aldenard Trading Company went to some lengths to reduce the financial liability. And since the Scions funded the entire venture, not a gill need be rendered up in compensation. Everything is already yours.
Of
Don't
course.
let the name fool you. This coin keeper knows a thing or two about spending.
Tataru was the real
When
hero.
it comes to capital investiture, a sprinkling of gil here and there will not do. You need enough savings to make waves when it really counts, which is why frugality is paramount. We also have the benefit of a generous patron. Generous being rather an understatement. She has supported us from the shadows since the very founding of the Scions. We even had coffers to fill.
Mother!
What?
Millions.
I remain, of course, an entirely neutral party. I simply thought our family's coffers were needlessly full.
Holy shit! Mom stole the checkbook! She's been yo, Amelian's the GOAT, dude. She's been supporting us from the get-go. Are you kidding?
We can hardly take them with us on your teeny tiny toy boat, now can we? And would be a shame to leave all that hard-earned wealth unspent.
Oh, man.
Waste not.
Oh no, there's two of them.
However did you manage so much in so short a time, though? We expected word to reach only a fraction of our allies.
Did I not tell you I have my ways?
Sorry. I didn't mean to shout. There was like last stream, or maybe even this stream, I was like, oh, I hope we get to see more Aaronville. I literally... Yay! I love him. He's so beautiful.
I received a letter from Cryo after we parted ways in Labyrinth.
Yay! Totally appropriate response. Thank you. It was involuntary. The gay gasp, literally. Oh my god.
She explained what the Scions were trying to accomplish, and why you might soon require the services of the Gleaners, spread across the world as we are.
God, I'm so happy.
I pray you do not interpret this as a betrayal of Charlotte. I accept that the Forum's aim in pushing us to our limits was to preserve what knowledge we have, and I bear you no ill will for it. Yet, in collecting that knowledge, what I came to appreciate most about our star is that there remains so much we do not know. That is why I chose to help the Scions, to combat the obliteration of those countless undiscovered wonders. I held no illusions that they would be less demanding taskmasters. Though, rest assured, if I had, I would have been sorely disappointed.
He's so cute, dude. What a bean. What good motivation, too.
To make a long story short, the The whole of the guild ship cooperated to ensure your call was heard far and wide.
Wow.
What's this about a ship that can fly to the moon? And why didn't you mention it sooner? The one time you don't beg my aid, your problem's a bloody ship that can fly to the moon.
Sid, you brought the team.
Of course. Garland Ironworks' finest. You need only point us towards my new favorite ship.
Alpha Omega!
Oh, I nearly forgot. We stopped by Whirlit before coming here and picked up a package from Gaius.
Can I just say, what is the word I'm looking for? Serendipitous? What's serendipitous timing that we should have just read the short story about Omega? Like basically Omega's short story. What timing, dude? Making this reunion extra fucking juicy for me. Stop by Whirlit. Oh, just picked up a package from
He's
Gaius.
still of the mind that actions make for better penance than words, contrite or otherwise. So we offer none of the latter.
Okay. Very Gaius-like. Too bad he's not here.
What he sent is an Allegan relic Valens used in his weapons experiments. Has a fair bit of refined adamantite in it too.
Well, okay. I'm not happy that it was part of Valens' stuff, but okay.
As you like us not suspect.
The boulder!
Adamantite for Mordona's Dalamud shard.
The boulder!
I admit to some consternation upon first receiving Kral's message. So few scions remain at the Rising Stones now. Far too few for such an expedition.
The B team! The B team! Literally everyone is here.
The Gleaners were able to secure us reinforcements. Idleshire's treasure hunters, not least among them. Oh no. The Gobbyfrock fought.
I was about to say, did they really get the Gobbies involved in this?
Slowfix's gratitude for the safe return of his daughter has not waned, and he gathered his kin to our side with an astounding quickness. The clash between their machina and the Allegan defences was a sight to behold. I wager even you would have been impressed by the magnitude of the gobby booms.
Fascinating as all this is, I fail to see how it explains your presence here. Does Razat Han not have more pressing concerns?
We do. Yet averting the final days would be the most expedient solution.
Yeah.
That, and I am indebted to you. Though they chose to take their leave of Thavnair, those you saved in Galimund remain my people. My gratitude is beyond words. 'Tis appropriate that I aid you in kind. If in the doing we bring salvation to others of this star, so much the better. You will recall that I spoke of my father, Midgard Summer, and his journey across the great expanse.
Yeah. Did you leave out some info that you have?
As he traveled betwixt the stars, his resplendent scales drank of the ether in those nigh empty surrounds, and imparted to him the strength to persevere.
Oh.
Thinking they might further your cause, I called out to my kin for consent. Ashdaya's answer was silence, as ever.
Motherfuck. Motherfuck. Damn it. Damn it. Tell me about Ashdaya.
Tiamat and Chris-Velgre, however, responded favorably to the suggestion.
That makes sense. Tell me about Ashdaya!
My sire, too, stirred from his slumber long enough to speak and say, very well. Thus have I brought you his own worm scales. Fit them to your purpose, and seek a worthier fate for us all.
Did he only wake up to be like, okay, and then go back to bed? Midi! Midi, I would like to have a long conversation with you, please. just gave us scales.
You'd be hard-pressed to find someone else so familiar with the unique properties of dragon scales. So I invited myself along.
Happy to have you, Nidhana.
Bugger me, this is so unbelievable. I've gone right back round to believing it again. Get a 6% gain in efficiency. With all these goodies, we could get 7, no, 10, no, 14 bleeding percent.
Final Fantasy 14.
Think of how far we could go. What we could do with that much power. What we could blow up.
They said the number from the title. He said the thing. It's all connected.
If Kokol is duly convinced, then it must be true. In which case, the Scion's end of the bargain has been fulfilled. Would you not agree?
True. Now you have to hear out Alphino. We're flying to the end of the universe to fight evil harpies. Pause, champ.
Yes, Father?
Be proud. Be proud for 1 second. For like the first time in your life.
I know not what you seek of Hydaelyn, nor for what purpose you would take command of our ship.
To fly to the end of the universe.
Yet this much is certain. To do so will be to dictate the fate of this star and the lives upon it. The lives of each and every creature, in their magnitude and their fragility.
He knows. Alphino knows.
Do you understand? And are you prepared?
100%.
We have seen and we have felt how much each life shapes this world. And so we are determined to abandon none. We understand what is at stake, and we are prepared to bear this burden.
God, I'm so freaking proud of him. What a good boy. Alfred, I'm so proud of you.
Then I will bear it with you. I beg you, share your struggles with me. As family. You grasped my fingers with such tiny hands the day you were born. I thought my heart might burst.
Oh my gosh, dude.
'Twas love and happiness beyond expression. Overwhelming. And a conviction so powerful that I trembled with something close to rage.
Oh, it's sorry. That's called cuteness aggression. You should look it up. It's totally normal. It's totally normal.
I had heard the final days foretold. I swore to myself then and there that I would not let them steal your futures.
Oh.
The great exodus would succeed, must succeed. No sacrifice or sin was worse than the alternative. If anything gave me pause, 'twas mine own father. The Archon Louisoix openly decried Charlian's policies, a perspective which I regarded with increasing disdain as I grew older. Yet even as part of me thought him a fool. Perhaps I also hoped that he, of all people, would devise a brilliant means to save my children. A naive hope, but stubborn enough that I could never bring myself to keep you apart. No, that was his doing, when he perished at Cartano. As we pulled that twisted slab of Dalamud from the sea, I remembered the warm warmth of your newborn touch. Chastened, I vowed never again to suffer any interference in my mission to protect you.
Even you two. Even you two, as we found out.
No matter that you yourselves wished otherwise.
Exactly.
Detest me, fight me tooth and nail. I would suffer it, and more. And be satisfied so long as I could force you onto the ship.
I'm glad that I started coming around, dude. I'm so glad that I started coming around. When they started dropping hints and talking about Fortunal's motivation, I keyed in. I realized what was going on, right? So even though I wanted to continue hating him for disowning his kids, this was always his motivation.
I was wrong. You two have grown so much stronger and so much wiser than I dared dream. You have earned the right to walk your own path, and already begun to do so.
Good. Because there are things we care about, and people we love, and none of them is replaceable. Not a one.
It cannot have been an easy journey for you to have come so far.
We shall be glad to acquaint you with the finer details someday, once this danger has passed. All that we have seen and heard, that we have felt and learned in our travels. Ours is not a kind world, but it is beautiful. Always.
Oh no. Are you quite sure that's wise? After all, someone turns pale and flees the room when he sees so much as an envelope containing word of your adventures. Whatever will happen if he learns what you were really up to?
Amelians. Though I have wronged my children most gravely, I owe you an apology as well.
I gotta say, the reason that this scene is hitting me so much is because, for me, it felt like proud parent moment. It felt like like my own kids. Like, seeing that they're fully grown, it's like I was seeing through Fortuno's eyes and acknowledging all their growth and everything that they've come to be. And having him have his proud parent moment and be honest with them, like, dude. It paints in such clarity, this scene, yeah. So good. What a good scene.
I assumed that it was the Scion's influence that made them so keen to charge headlong into danger.
Took you long enough to realize.
Yours, in particular.
Ooh, sorry.
I see now that said influence instead brought them together with the many fine people gathered here today. In which case, I hope you continue to guide them.
If we finish loitering about the harbor, might I suggest we put our plans into motion? People are beginning to look confused.
They would be even more confused if they saw me bawling.
Perhaps you can spare a few words ere they resume the tedious lugging of cargo. You have no small number of friends and admirers here after all.
Oh, man. Do it! Gesture! Oh, I was expecting the gesture.
Lend us your strength feels too anime. I'm gonna say our moment of triumph is close at hand.